Why does your business need an app? If you're a small to medium business, you know that people are on their mobile devices 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The big retailers, the big restaurants, the big chains are all connecting with these people in their own time with their apps. So why shouldn't you have one? You need to capture a captive audience. You need to market to these people. You need to build and maintain a standard client base, and an app can help you do that. I'm Diana Westberg. I'm a commercial art director, and for many years I worked with multi-million-dollar, large-scale campaigns for companies like Brawny, Target, Bounty Paper Towels, Lexus, and the list goes on and on and on. You can see my resume at dianawestberg.com. Through that experience, though, I learned that there is a really important relationship that happens in advertising between the consumer and the potential consumer or client and the way your advertising looks. So I can take all of those little skills that I learned over that time and help you to design a beautiful app that will be timely, that will connect with people, and that will resonate with them, and that will make them want to see what's happening next. It will make them want to come back and patronize your business and to be someone who's following what you're doing, because you're touching them in real life time. You can send them push notifications, you can give them loyalty cards, and you can create them. You can touch them on social media. You can also have them email you and contact you. You can share videos with them. You can share sound bites with them. You can share pictures with them in your menus. You can do anything that you'd like to do, that your business needs to do to get more clients, to keep those clients, and to really connect with them and make them part of your family. Apps on Q is a really nice platform for building these apps that won't break your bank. We've found that most small to medium businesses don't have apps because the cost is prohibitive to have one created. They usually cost in the middle 5 figures. Our prices don't run that high. The value that we provide our clients with our apps is second to none. The support is wonderful, and the attention to detail with us as a smaller firm is really nice because we can connect with local businesses and help them to do everything they need to do with their app. We have opened up 10 more spots on our development queue just for new clients in the small to medium business range, and it doesn't matter if you're a restaurant, a coffee shop, or a bistro, or a bar. We would love to take the time to find out what your needs are and to really build a nice app for you that'll help you connect with people and in your local neighborhood and keep them as clients and as customers. Let me show you what an app would typically cost you. We can go through this when I get back to the office. Basically, we can kind of bookmark the things that go into an app and build that, and you'll see a total come up, but don't be shocked because ours doesn't cost anywhere near what that one will cost you. That number will be very high, and you'll probably expect it to be high. But rest assured that Apps on Q is an affordable way to make an app for your business, to connect with customers, and keep a captive audience. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hey, thanks for catching up with me again. We were talking earlier about the development cost of producing an app for your business, and I found a website that illustrates how the cost of developing mobile apps is calculated by traditional IT firms. So watch with me just as I go through it here live how it works. This is actually pretty cool. So this website is called howtomakeanapp.com. You just start out by clicking Get Started. Sorry, there's a little lag time. And of course, there are 2 platforms that most people use for their mobile sites. One is Android and one is Apple. And you wouldn't want to exclude anybody from anything that you're working on for your business and for your app. So you would probably pick both Apple and Android. If you take a look up here, look what happened. This automatically, just for starting, turned out to be $16,000. So we'll keep a look at this top right-hand corner as our sort of eyeball. This is an estimate of what they would charge for just starting out for this basic app. So we're up to $16,000 already. Login. an email login is important. Of course, you're going to want to choose one. Email is great because you're going to cultivate a large list of emails that you can directly market to. But social media is also really, really great because most people who are on mobile or desktop or wherever they're using their device are using social media all the time. These platforms are guaranteed to give you a good email address, not one of those junk emails that everybody puts in just to, get the coupon or get the login or get the access to something. So if you use social media, I think that's probably a really, really good way because the address is checked and it's verified. So I'm going to click social media. And they only let us click one choice at a time. I click social media. Look what happened here. We're up to 24,000. Personal profiles. This is a choice that most people make easily. They love to share everything about themselves, about what they're doing, about their life. So they're going to want to customize their personal profile on your app. They're going to want to put their picture in. They're going to want to make a username. Think of sites like Yelp and Twitter and Facebook. So we're definitely going to choose yes, we want that. So we chose it, and now if you look over here, we're up to $30,000 for that estimate. Here, do you want to make money from your app? And basically how I kind of interpret this is if you have items to sell from your business, like let's say you're a coffee shop and you sell bagged coffee or tea and coffee mugs, or you have in-app purchases like subscriptions or other kinds of items that you have from an online source, you can actually add in part of your app an in-app purchases feature so it's easy for them to sell. They can load their cards, they can buy gift cards, they can buy store cards, gift certificates. It's endless, and there's probably really some good ways to use a feature like that, just so they're already engaged with your app, and then they would probably look to that to make purchases or do gift cards and gift certificates from that. So I think we're just going to add that in. I'm going to say we're going to choose in-app purchases. And after it refreshes here, wow, it takes a second, we're up to $36,000. Okay, keep going. Do people rate and review things? Of course, they rate and review every single thing that happens in their lives. So again, think of Yelp, think of Google, think of Google Plus, think of all of those things. And of course, yes, they're going to rate your business. Yes, they're going to rate your service. And you want that. You want that kind of feedback. So of course, all the businesses that we've worked with want to know what their customers are saying about them. So, okay, we're up to $42,000 now. That's a really important feature. Does your app need to connect with your website? Definitely. That's a no-brainer. Your website used to be the online way, the mobile way, that people could connect with you, that people could actually, be with you when they weren't actually physically at your store. So it was really important to have a website. Now it's really important to have an app, but the app should, yes, integrate with that beautiful website that you've already made, and definitely you want to put that in. So there you go. Now we're up to $52,000. How should your app look? Now, let's think about this. You've spent so much time with your actual business, making it look a certain way, building your brand, building your look. Think about places like Chipotle. It's super popular. They have a certain aesthetic in that restaurant. If they had an app, their app would mirror that. It wouldn't look really basic. It wouldn't just be some strange thing that didn't help people identify with the experience of Chipotle. Your business is the same. You have an experience. You have a certain clientele that you market to. You have a certain customer base that you are, out there to touch. So whether it's hip, whether it's hipster, whether it's just standard, it doesn't matter, but it is your look. It is your brand. So, I see here that there are 3 basic choices. Bare bones, which is like, if you remember those, websites from like days of old, like back in the early 90s when the internet first, took its leap into the world. Everything was kind of like HTML. It had like little, colorful lines and bars. That's what that's looking like. It's just looking like a bunch of text. It's kind of boring. It's very generic. Not real personalizable, not real brand recognizable. Now, stock is a little bit different. That was sort of a jump up when you think about WordPress, or you think about blog themes, or you think about websites that are just general, and we see them all the time. Let's say it's a pizza parlor. People identify pizza parlors with a picture of, a piece of pizza, a tomato, a nice pile of, ripe vegetables, and probably, I don't know, just a generic, red, white, and green kind of Italian-looking storefront. That's what you're going to get from stock. You're going to get just somebody else's idea about what your business looks like, what it feels like. And even though it could look pretty slick and it could be kind of nice, it's still very basic, and it's not yours. It's not customizable. It's just generic, and it's just there. Now here, beautiful means all of those things that we were just talking about, putting your own logo in, probably selecting your colors, selecting your style, selecting your own aesthetic. So it will look the way you intend it to look, so you can reach out to your customers in a way that they're familiar with, so they know, hey, that's you. And coming from an advertising and art directing background, I know that we talked about it before, but I used to, and still do, all the art direction for Apps on Cue. But there's a very important aspect to advertising of any brand, of any company, of any actual product that people spend time on, and you've spent time on it. I've helped other companies like Target and Lexus spend time on these kinds of advertisements and make something that was truly targeted to their customer base, to their product, to their brand. And that's evident when we watch TV. That's evident when we go in any store. Nothing is there by accident. It's all on purpose. So of course you're going to want to choose beautiful. And remember, we're at $52,000 up there in the corner. Once I choose that choice, I go up to $86,800, and I'm not really even sure the depth of that beauty, what that encompasses, because they didn't really tell me. And I know that since this is an estimate, it's probably just the very basic. This one here, do you need an icon? Yeah, you need an icon. Think about Twitter. Think about Yelp. Think about other apps that you even have on your mobile device right now. That little icon that's on those pages and pages of icons, that's really important, because that says, here I am. Here's my brand. Here is my link to you. So if people don't have a custom icon and there's just something there, or it's just a word or something, it's not as engaging. It's not as, oh, hey, when I'm flipping through all those millions of pages of apps on my mobile device, oh, I remember I got to check in there. I got to do that. Or, oh, I am coming to, this frozen yogurt place. Where's the app? I got to find it. And I know that it looks like, whatever the logo is. I can instantly recognize that, because I might not be there all the time, but as long as it's on my phone, I know that it's there. And that's kind of comforting and kind of weird in a way, because I'm connected. I cared enough to download the app for a business. I keep it on my phone, even though, there's lots of stuff that I use, or lots of stuff that I don't use on there. But there's stuff that I don't use all the time, or I use frequently. I kind of arrange them in pages, and I know that everybody does that. So an icon, of course, is important. Yeah, how else are they going to find you? How else are they going to identify with you instantly? So yes, I need an icon. So I'm working on that, and that's all I get. This is my estimate. My estimate is $100,100. $100,000 just to do those basic features. And I don't even know the depth of that. I don't know the breadth of that. I don't know how much input I'm going to have with the developer to make it my own brand, to make it, what I want it to be. So I'm sort of left in the dark a little bit, and, it's sort of a little bit off-putting, that amount of money. To me, it is. And I know that, that's the reason why small to medium businesses, local businesses, aren't really connecting with their customer base or their potential customer base with an app because of the cost. This is really prohibitive. I mean, that's why all of the big chains have them, and not even so many big chains. I mean, I'm in Southern California right now, and we have a really huge coffee shop called the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, and they just got an app like a couple of months ago, and it was buggy, it was weird, and so it went down, and then they brought it back up, and they just re-released it like a couple of weeks ago, and I was just really shocked because that's a huge kind of thing in Southern California. I mean, there are a lot of, it's been around a little while, like since the 60s, I think. And it, you know, it definitely has a customer base, a fan base. It definitely has, you know, the potential to reach out to people all the time. And that's a corporate situation with pretty good, you know, penetration in the market. And their app was not good. It wasn't even there until just recently. So, you know, getting smaller to medium local businesses of all kinds, doesn't matter what kind of business you have. You could be like we were talking about earlier, you could be a coffee, you know, shop. You could be a pizza parlor. You could be not even a restaurant. You could be an HVAC contractor. You could be a salon, a nail salon, a hair salon, a barbershop. You could be any business, and you could use an app. An app is the way now to connect with people. And what we do at Apps on Cue, of course, is to help people connect to you know, their customer base. And let me see if I can pull it. Yeah, I got it here. It keeps going away. Okay, so we've got this here. What I did was I kinda, and I'm sorry, I am really, that's why I am an art person. Okay, sorry about that. So I have here just some of the features that we offer that you could include in your app. Of course, there's a sound. I think it's drag racing or something. You never know around here. Sorry, I'm outside, and this is, you know, even though it's a gorgeous day, you never know what you're going to get. These are some of the features that you could possibly have on your app. You don't have to have them all. If you were a salon, you of course wouldn't need some of them. If you were a coffee shop, you would want to put in some and not some, but you know, there's something for everyone in here, and they're all customizable. They're all these features available for you to either choose, not choose, or change at any time. We have a really cool software development team, and they are responsive. They are also just really great guys, and they're on it. And even though I don't know every single thing that they do, you know, I really can help connect you to them so that we can make this app exactly what your business needs it to be. The first thing that we have that they didn't mention, and all these things are pretty much not what they mentioned when we built that $100,000 app, push notification. Push notification are those little things that come up on your phone when you've signed up for them from an app or from a website, and they say, hey, we're having a sale right now. You know, stop in today. Or, hey, you know, we started carrying this new kind of sausage for our pizza. Hey, you know, there's a coupon. Why don't you come on in? And if you get here before 5, you know, we'll give you 20% off your order of, you know, $5 or more or whatever, something like that. So push notification is a way for you to connect constantly, and not constantly if you don't choose to, but connect instantly. I guess instantly is a better word. Instantly with the people who have installed your app. That actually allows you to be in their back pocket, and for you to remind them, hey, you know, we're thinking of you, you know, oh, today it's, you know, it's October, so it's pumpkin month, so everything pumpkin spice is on sale, or, you know, now we have it, you know. So that's a really cool thing. That is a thing that you can change at any time. You can send messages whenever you want. You can just give us an email and say, hey, I want to send this message out, and we can schedule them, or we can just do them on the fly. That's a really important way to have your brand identify with your app users. Really, really key. Custom-built loyalty cards. Most small businesses have those little, they look like little business cards, you know, at their desk, and they say, hey, you get 3 haircuts, you know, we're going to give you a free one. You buy 5 coffees, you get a free one. You know, something like that, and you have to put a little stamp on. And I don't know if you're like me, I lose them constantly. I never have them. They always ask, do you have your card? And I'm like, no, I don't have the card. So the app itself could have the loyalty card created and built right in, and it has a virtual stamp. So every time somebody comes, bang, there it is. They get their loyalty card stamped, and then they're on their way to free coffee. And that really creates a relationship where people want to come back. They want to return. They want to, get something for free for being a loyal customer. I don't know about anybody else, but on my way to work, I stop by the same coffee place pretty much the same time every day. I get the coffee. It's nice to have that card not be connected to me because I lose everything, and I can't be the only one. We're all busy. Custom coupons is another feature you can put right into your app. You can customize these coupons, have them expire when you want, have them be a one-time use only thing, have them be a multiple use situation. And you can have multiple coupons going at one time. You can let them choose from a little menu of different coupons. So if they're not coffee drinkers but they're tea drinkers, or if they're more into pizza but not pasta, you can just customize them, make them however you want, and make your app and your business appealing. Make it user friendly, make it really seem available and integrated into people's lives. Show them that, just because I go to the dry cleaner, it doesn't have to be men's shirts that I get a discount on. I could have a coat, I could have a dress, I could have, a duvet or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to just be shirts. So that's a really cool thing. You could add on all your menus, and I know that lots of websites do this. They have their menus in a link, and it's like a PDF, and they come up and they're really nice. Do that right on your app. You don't even have to go to the website. Bring all your menus up right there. And boy, I hope that doesn't mean good. Have all your menus right there. Your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, your coffee, your sandwiches, your whatever, your catering menu. Have them there so people can see them, because I know that, when you go to work or when you go to a family event, people are always saying, hey, let's get, X from whatever the restaurant is. And people say, hey, what do they have? And that's the first thing people pull up. They go to your app and they say, hey, here's the menu. Look at this. Check this out. And this was really good. Book a table. Book a table is also nice, and you can integrate your table booking platform that you already have. And I can't for the life of me remember right off the top of my head what that is, which ones they are, but there are 5 or 6 different book a table platforms. So if you're already on one, plug right in and book your own table. Order takeout, order to go. And that's a really nice thing. A lot of people are doing that now. They'll go to the app, they'll place an order. By the time they drive there, with traffic or whatever, it's ready for them to pick up, and then they go on their way. Make an appointment if you're a salon, if you're a dentist, if you're a doctor, if you're a business that needs appointments. Everything from HVAC to real estate agents need appointments. So you can make an appointment. It integrates right into your calendar. Put a photo gallery in, and these are all unlimited, remember. You can have multiple photo galleries. Showcase your dishes, your work, your products, your before and afters. If you're, a restoration business, show people, what's going on. A lot of times I know that when people do reviews, they'll submit a picture and say, hey, I had this awesome whatever it was, and I keep going back to pizza. Maybe I want pizza. I don't know, but they'll take a picture of the pizza and they'll say, hey, I just had the awesome, the golden potato pizza, and here it is. So these photo galleries you can change at any time. You can upload as many pictures as you like. You can have different galleries to segregate different things. So if you had, different menu items, or if you had different kinds of haircuts or whatever, you could just say, here's the before and after of the short haircuts. Here's the before and after of the custom perms or whatever. You could put your photo galleries in. And I know that for nail businesses, this is a really huge thing, because people like to see, what happened, how did the nails turn out? What were the styles like this week? And that's a really cool way to do it. You could say, here's October, and people are getting all, ready for, Halloween or for fall, and here's, custom fall nail colors, or here's custom Halloween, nail art designs that we've done. So you could just even change it with the seasons or whatever. This is just an unlimited resource for actually getting people to keep checking your app. And that's what you want. You want people to integrate with it. You want them to make it part of their lives. You want them to say, hey, let's see what they're doing out there today, and go and check it out. It's really cool. Of course, your beautiful branded custom icon that we can help you design. We have great software guys. I have great design skills, and I can help them to make you an icon that is simple, beautiful, and really attuned to your brand, so that like we talked about earlier, when that shows up in the Google Store or the iTunes Store or on people's mobile device, they say, hey, instantly I know that that's them. Video sharing. A lot of businesses and a lot of restaurants and places are doing videos now on YouTube, and so they're bringing that branding back over from their YouTube channels into their app, and you can instantly integrate and say, hey, here's a review of our newest dishes. Here's a review of our newest hairstylist. Here's a review of a happy customer who did a bathroom remodel with us. Here it is, and here's a video. And people really identify with videos. They connect with videos. They love them. So, I think video sharing is really important. Join our mailing list. You've already got their good email address, probably from their social media integration, but you can actually have them opt in to say, here, I want to hear more. I want a newsletter from you. I want to hear when you have updates. I want your push notifications. So join our mailing list. Of course, you get unlimited pages. So all of these things, you don't have to pick just 5 or something. You can pick everything that you need to make your app what you want. Some businesses have Amazon catalogs where they sell products from Amazon directly, or they sell their own products on Amazon. You can integrate your Amazon catalog. You can have a staff directory, a location directory. So if you have multiple sites for your business, let's say you were a dry cleaner and you had 15 locations all around a metro area, you could put them all in so people can actually connect to them, and then they can actually, and I think it's on the next page, you can actually map to it, which is really cool. And it's good to know staff, who do I talk to if I need to talk to someone, or who did I meet? Who is the manager of this location, or who's the, assistant manager of that location? That can all be in there. If you do Google Analytics, you can track them. You can track your usage of your app and all of the bits that come into your app, like going to your website on your Google Analytics, which is really nice. You can link to your Shopify e-commerce store. If you have Shopify and you use it and you sell products on it, why not integrate it in? And there are so many websites that are now coming from, okay, I have my Shopify e-commerce store, but hey, what if I had, instead of sending my customers the traditional, email and get them on the email campaign, why couldn't they download my app and see all my jewelry right there from my Shopify store? You can. You totally can. And it's really awesome how now people are springing out of the internet and into the mobile device and right in people's hands with an app. So that's really cool. You can have your real-time RSS feed. Do you blog? Are you always sharing what's new, what's coming up, and you're like using, Instagram, or you're using these different platforms to share information? A lot of businesses are. You can have that feed be right on there, and it's real time coming up right there. You can have an audio gallery. Some people do videos, some people do audio, some people do both. A lot of things. A lot of businesses will have like mini reviews, or they'll have tips, or they'll have things to look out for. Like, let's say it's HVAC. What they'll do is they'll say, hey, it's fall is here, winter's coming. It would be really cool to have like a little podcast of just an audio to say, hey, here's how to winterize your air conditioner system. So next time when we go to start it up in the summer when it gets really hot, you don't have to call us. We'll already know that it's going to work because you're going to follow these little directions. Or here's how to know when to call us if your heater system isn't working right, or anything like that, plumbing, whatever. So you can have audio bites, which are really cool. There are still more, and I'm sorry, I tried to squeeze it all into a page, but it didn't really make it. I think I pushed it. There it is. Okay. Sorry, this is so slow. And if you have any questions about any of these features, feel free to just reach out, and I'll give you the contact information in just a second here. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you can also have an HTML or PDF reader, or both. We don't know, what kind of device people are using right now. Most people are using iPhones or Samsung Galaxies, or things that they can touch and scroll. And PDF readers are really good just to have on there, so that when your menus pop up or when your directories pop up, it just pops up seamlessly. No weird error message that says, hey, I can't read that. And anything frustrating is, of course, a knockdown. They're not there. You're not there to say, hey, be patient. The reader will help that. iTunes link. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a store, whether it's a boutique or a coffee shop or a restaurant, and I've heard the music and I said, hey, what is this song? Where do you get this? Do you guys have your music on a CD, or do you have, no, CD, it's been that long. Or is there a downloadable list? Is there a playlist? Can I download it? And if you do have that kind of music and people are always asking that, you can always just say, hey, you got to download our app and here's our iTunes link, and that'll show you our music for today or our music for this month or whatever it is we're listening to, because people really integrate with music, and that's part of your experience. It's part of your brand experience, and that really helps to solidify a relationship with your clientele, which is really cool. Real-time location mapping, of course, for all of your locations. We mentioned that earlier. Contact us forms. If people need to get back to you, or if they want to talk to a manager and they're not there, you can always have them send in a little form and say, hey, I wanted to just, say something really great about, the experience I had at your business today. Call us icon. There's an auto dialer, so they can just click on the number that you put in there and bam, they are contacted to you instantly, which is kind of cool. No more looking for the number. So if they've got a call for takeout, or if they've got a call to reserve a table, or if they've got a call to see about availability for something, they can just do it from the icon, which is cool. Social media platform integration. You can integrate with almost every social media platform on most people's minds, and really I'm thinking about Instagram, I'm thinking about Facebook, I'm thinking about Twitter, and I think Flickr for pictures, and I don't know how popular Flickr is anymore, but those other three, they really get pretty much the whole brunt of everybody's social media, so that's really cool. So your social media can be integrated for your app users to see. So if you publish on the Twitter feed, if you have a Facebook page, if you have a friend Facebook page, or however it is you like to reach out to your people, you can do that with your app as well. Create a note. Now this is for your app users. What you can do is have a little note feature, and then can make a note about whatever they want to make it for, and they might even use your app just to make notes on their phone if they don't have another note feature that they like. It's really cool because, like, let's say you went to a restaurant and they said, hey, here's the things that I need to make a dish like this, and I want to write it down, and because I think I'm not alone in that I have to write everything down or I'm going to forget it. So, I might make a note and say, hey, I really like that salad, and it had, beets, it had things that blah, 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 and it had all this stuff in it. So I would make a note right in the app and say, hey, remember the salad that I had there that was so great? I wanted to try to recreate that. So that would be cool. Or make a note that, next week, I got to pick up my dry cleaning, or make a note that next Tuesday they're going to have pumpkin spice lattes on sale. Whatever the note is. Note things, it's kind of a nice thing, and it's a nice way to connect with your app users and give them some value. Of course, you're always giving them value with the coupons and all of that kind of informational stuff. But this is something that's like totally free that they can use, and you're not asking them to, come back and buy more. Or you're not asking them to stop by. You're not asking them right at that moment for, them to open their wallet. And it's kind of appreciated. It's kind of nice in this day and age. You can also see your app on both Google Play and iTunes stores. So yes, people can find your app easy. You can just have a little sign up in your lobby or wherever and just say, hey, you want our app? You got to go to the iTunes store, download it for free. You want to use it on your Android device? Go to Google Play, download it for free. And even people who weren't physically in your location to see the sign to say, hey, download this app, you can connect with people who may have just gone to the Google store, just gone to the iTunes store and look for local businesses. And people do this all the time. And I know that it's not just like vacationers who said, oh, I love Santa Monica and I just want to keep up with the news from, my favorite restaurant or my favorite boutique. Yes, they can do that. And everybody's, of course, in the world, able to do that. But, it's also for local people too, who are saying, hey, I heard about this new restaurant, I heard about this place, and I want to see if they have an app so I can see what they're all about. So I can look at their menu, so I can look at, all of their locations, so I can find out, how to integrate my my experience in life, with this business. It's a really cool thing. So of course these things are both huge and they're everywhere. So that's a really good way to get people to come and see. You can even create members only protection features, so you can have a secure app, so that if you have subscription based sales, like let's say you do podcasts every month and you have a subscription base that where your clients pay for certain information, you can have a protection feature so that not everybody can just log into that. There are parts of the app they can see, but parts of the app they can't. And that protects that copyright information and protects that sanctity of that members only fee kind of situation. And there are lots of ways that you can customize that, it's really cool. And then if you had that, you could send, push notifications, which we mentioned earlier, to say, hey, the password has changed. Go to your members only site, members only portal on our site and get the new password, or check your email for a new password. That way you can constantly, keep that fresh and keep that relationship as well. Hey, we're going to send out, a new, installment on your subscription. So check your email, check your portal, check your features, and then they can get their information that they've paid for. So that's a really cool thing. And like I said before, all of these things are customizable. They're brandable, and they are available for you to choose from. Choose as many or as few as you like, and we can build an app for you, and all of this stuff can be right on your app. So the last part, and I know I'm sorry I've been wordy, is the contact information. So if you really are interested in building an app for your business, if you really think that this could be something that will help you and help your business, and I definitely think it is, contact us. Okay, we're Apps on Q. We're part of Westberg & Associates LLC. My name is Diana, and you can reach me at my email at westbergandassociates.com. You can call me at my office phone, which is this number here, and option 3, or you can call me on my mobile. So there's all different kinds of ways, however you like to get in touch. Love to hear from you. We'd love to help you and your business grow and change and keep up with the times. And we look forward to hearing from you soon. So I hope you're having a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.